WBC interim super welter champion Vergil Ortiz Jr. recently sat down with Boxing King media, sparking interest by discussing a potential matchup with Jaron Ennis. Ortiz Jr. also weighed in on Ennis' latest performance against Ukrainian Jaron Ennis, a fight that stirred mixed reactions due to Ennis' showing in the ring. Ennis, who maintained his undefeated record with his latest win, faced a tougher than expected Ennis. Unlike their previous encounter, Ennis put up a stronger defense, landing more punches and challenging Ennis throughout the bout. Ennis eventually dropped Ennis in the 5th round, securing another victory but not without drawing scrutiny. Some fans and analysts noted that while Ennis threw more punches than usual, his focus appeared inconsistent compared to previous outings. Ortiz Jr. echoed these sentiments, observing that Ennis looked less sharp in both fights with Ennis and took more punches than usual. Though he emphasized that a knockout isn't always necessary for an engaging fight, Ortiz Jr. felt Ennis seemed somewhat distracted in the ring. As for a potential fight between Ortiz Jr. and Ennis, Ortiz confirmed that negotiations are in progress. He also shared his intention to fight in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia that month, with or without Ennis as his opponent. Boxing fans are now eagerly awaiting the results of these negotiations, hopeful for an official showdown announcement soon. Retired boxing legend Shane Mosley shared his views on the highly anticipated exhibition fight between YouTube star Jake Paul and former heavyweight champion Mike Tyson, set to take place at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Mosley described the matchup as difficult for Paul, suggesting that the YouTuber's only chance would be to get lucky with a well-placed punch to Tyson's chin during their scheduled 8-round contest. Mosley emphasized Tyson's renowned punching power as a significant hurdle for the 27-year-old Paul, whose professional boxing experience pales compared to Tyson's. Unlike Tyson, who began boxing early, Paul entered the sport much later, primarily leveraging his vast social media following rather than building a foundation in the ring. Mosley highlighted that Paul's career includes a loss to Tommy Fury and wins against older MMA fighters without strong boxing backgrounds, remarking that Paul is not a world-class fighter and never will be. Mosley noted that a fight between Paul and a younger Tyson wouldn't be fair. He pointed to Tyson's 2005 retirement fight against the much larger Kevin McBride, where Tyson, although past his prime, still demonstrated formidable power early in the bout before succumbing to fatigue. According to Mosley, even the 38-year-old version of Tyson would likely have defeated Paul within just a few rounds.
For me, I see Mike Tyson being a very hard puncher, and I was like, Jake is going to be kind of difficult for Jake to do anything, but you never know. I mean, if there's some kind of circumstantial thing where Mike Tyson's not training the way he's supposed to, or something's wrong, maybe clips on the chin, something could happen. But for me, I can't see, that happening where, Jake does that, but it could because he trains hard, has a great team, and things can happen. That's why everybody wants to see it, to see what happens. We don't know, right? I know that in Tyson's prime, or anywhere, if he was 40 years old, it wouldn't happen, right? But, I mean, he's damn near 60 now, so, I mean, we don't know.